So, Mr. Watts, you used to be a programmer, didn't you?
Yeah, designer of computer games, yes.
So, we've come to you because we wanted to get your view, because obviously you're a former designer of computer games.
Yeah.
So, obviously, because this is an IT room, students use the web in your lessons and for homework as well.
Yeah.
And video games included.
Yeah.
Because obviously you can see in the background, not sure if you can see, but in Year 8 unit I've just finished doing, you actually make a game on a piece of software called Game Maker. So,
that's correct, yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
Well, the Game Maker unit of work is all designed to teach students logic and problem solving and sequencing skills. So they're learning how to put instructions into correct orders, how to break problems down into simpler tasks. And instead of doing that with pen and paper, they can do that by making their own video game, which is, a lot of students find that a lot more enjoyable than just obviously just doing it with a pen and paper. So Game Maker is one example of a scheme of work that we're trying to do that. We also do it with Scratch. It's very similar. We get students to make games, and they're learning problem solving and sequencing skills with that as well.
So, do you think video games could be used to teach children?
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of the, for example, a lot of the real-time strategy games that are out at the minute are based on historical conflicts and wars, and a lot of time and effort is put in by developers to make sure they're as accurate as possible. So there's a lot of subconscious learning going on there. Students are playing, for example, an old the Total Wars game, and it's like Roman conflicts, and they're playing through and they're concentrating on winning the battle, but actually they're also learning about the units and the soldiers that were used in those battles, the landscapes that the battles took place on. So they're learning about all those historical facts while playing the game. So absolutely. There's also another game called Typing of the Dead, which is essentially a shoot 'em up game, which students, instead of actually using the mouse to shoot the monsters, they have to type certain words that appear above the monsters' heads, and the quicker they type the words, the quicker they can fire their gun. So it's teaching them typing skills while playing a game.
So, do you think that in the war game that you mentioned, do you think they're subconsciously learning, or they know that they're learning history, or, for example?
I think it's they're subconsciously learning initially, but I think if somebody points out to them that actually all of the battles that they're playing through in that game are actual, real historical battles, then I think they'll consciously start becoming aware of what's going on. So it's a bit of both, I think, but I think it has to be pointed out to them that it's all based on fact a lot of the time.
Okay, Mr. Watts, thanks very much.